Hey, hello again, everyone. This is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. Hey, how's everybody doing today? Hey, welcome to the recipe show. No, it's not Tuesday, and no, your calendar is not mixed up, and neither are you. I just happened to upload an extra bonus show for the recipe show, and it just happens to be Saturday or maybe Friday night even, depending on when I upload it. It's totally up to me. Hope that this audio video, finds everybody doing well. You know, today we're going to focus on something a little different. We're going to focus on vintage recipes. Okay, now there are two, and one is going to be contributed by a wonderful young lady by the name of Charlotte. She's a subscriber, and it's interesting the actual recipe that she's uploading, because this is so old that the measurements, like, it doesn't say like put a quarter of a cup. It says put a teacup of something. And I do remember back in the day, like if you ran out of a measuring cup, you just eyeball things into teacups. But then again, that's giving away my age. Do I really have to do that? But seriously, this is actually really vintage. So you may be interested, and it's an affordable recipe. We'll go on with that. And in addition, there's another oldie but goodie recipe going to be contributed by another subscriber by the name of Steve Young. And he's going to actually come on video with some additional comments about his banana pudding recipe. These are comforting foods to console us during times that, well, we might maybe need a little, consolation. So I look forward to that. And I have to admit that banana pudding is a weakness of mine. But when I see it and when I smell it and when I eat it, all it denotes to me is holiday time. Like ever associate certain foods with certain times of the year. But this can be made at any time of the year and to make you feel almost as if you're celebrating a holiday. And who couldn't use a holiday right about now? Am I right or am I right? So enough of my rambling. We'll get right over to the two recipes, and I'll be right back. Hey, thanks so much for sticking around. Guess what? A wonderful lady, a subscriber, a viewer, her name is Charlotte Taylor, and she's going to contribute a very vintage, and I mean very vintage, recipe by the name of baked cheese pudding. Can't say I've ever heard of that before. I'm going to show you a graphic in a minute. Hey, thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you, Charlotte, for this vintage recipe for baked cheese pudding. And basically, you're going to need, it says note the word teacup. Yes, you're going to need breadcrumbs, grated cheese, milk. Sorry about that delay. Milk and 3 eggs. Yeah, because the print is so teensy-weensy. Okay, breadcrumbs, Parmesan cheese, eggs, and milk. That sounds like reminiscent of a recipe back that I used to use. Our grandparents didn't let anything go to waste. I'm telling you. There's a thing a lot of Italian people do after they're finishing the eggs and their breadcrumb, like if they're breading veal cutlets or chicken cutlets, and they have leftover eggs and breadcrumbs. What they do is they throw in Parmesan cheese and some fresh garlic to that, and with the breadcrumbs, oh man, that's already seasoned up. Put that mixture together, and then they fry that. In and of itself, that can be eaten just like that. This old-timey recipe reminds me of that. Very, very interesting. By the way, you're not looking at any cheese pudding here. You're looking at Steve Young's beautiful old-timey banana pudding. That looks so good. I wish I had a spoon and could dig right into that picture, but unfortunately, I cannot do it. So just to let you know, I'm going to put in the description box below the exact ingredients and the method by which Steve recommends to do this recipe. And actually, he's going to be coming on directly in a minute. There he comes.
Custard and set it to the side. Add your ½ teaspoon of vanilla extract and stir it in. On your casserole dish, it can vary from size to size. It could be an 8x8, 9x13, or what have you. The amount of pudding that you're going to layer the bottom of the casserole dish with can vary. It could be 2 tablespoons, could be 3, could be 4, there's no telling. But there's no right or wrong in that. You could layer it a little more or a little less. It's solely up to you. But in addition to that, when you go to make the top layer, another thing that I have tried is a thin coat of whipped cream. You can either make it homemade, use Cool Whip, and you can also take the vanilla wafers and garnish it, or break it up and garnish it over the top and do it that way. There's really no right or wrong way to finish off the banana pudding. It all depends on what you want to do.
Well, all I could say is thank you so much, Steve, and thank you so much, Charlotte, for your old-timey recipes. Wow. Both are going to be linked up into the description box below. And I want to thank everybody for coming here. And in the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Thank you so much for viewing. I really do appreciate your time. Have an amazing day. Take good care now.